Alright, anime fans, gather round. We all know the anime world is built on incredible stories, unforgettable characters, and, let's be honest, some absolutely mind-blowing battles. But today, we're not just talking about any old fight scene. We're diving deep into the legendary, the iconic, the duels that make you scream at your screen. We're talking about the top-tier clashes, the ones that fuel endless debates in every corner of the internet, the duels that are more than just punches and power-ups. These are the moments that define entire series. They're pivotal turning points that stick with you long after the credits roll. A truly great duel isn't just about who wins or loses. It's about what's at stake, who the characters are, and how they've grown. They serve as crucial milestones in a character's journey. They reveal their limits, their resolve, and sometimes their deepest fears. These battles don't just move the plot forward, they elevate it. They add layers of meaning and emotional weight to the narrative. And let's not forget how they showcase the sheer, unadulterated power of animation itself. Anime duels are a visual spectacle unlike anything else. So, what separates a good fight from an all-time classic duel? It often comes down to the matchup. The characters involved aren't just opponents, they're foils. Their clash is a collision of ideologies, beliefs, and worldviews. It's a battle not just of physical strength or special abilities, but of conflicting philosophies. Who is right? Who is wrong? Or is it more complicated than that? Beyond beliefs, it's a direct clash of powers and abilities. How do their unique skill sets interact? What are the strengths and weaknesses exploited? And perhaps most importantly, it's a clash of personalities. The tension, the taunts, the sheer force of will on display. You feel the history between them, the rivalry, the respect, or the absolute hatred. That personal connection is key. We absolutely cannot talk about great anime duels without bowing down to the animators. They are the unsung heroes. The fluidity of movement, the speed, the impact. It's all brought to life by incredible animation work. Every frame counts. Dynamic camera angles pull you into the action. They make you feel the force of every blow, the speed of every dodge. Visual storytelling is paramount. The way energy blasts distort the air, the subtle shifts in expression, the sheer scale of destruction. Animation contributes directly to the visceral impact. You feel the pain, the exhaustion, the desperation alongside the characters. It captures the scale and spectacle in a way live action often struggles with. Mountains crumble, planets shake, reality itself seems to bend. These duels are rarely just random brawls. They almost always serve a deeper narrative purpose. They function as critical turning points. The outcome changes everything that follows, setting the stage for new arcs or character paths. They are crucibles for character development. Characters are pushed to their absolute limits, revealing who they truly are under pressure. Sometimes these duels reveal hidden truths about the characters, their pasts, or the world they inhabit. Secrets come to light in the heat of battle. And perhaps most powerfully, these duels carry immense emotional weight. You're invested not just in the action, but in the characters' hearts and minds. You feel their struggle, their hope, their despair. That emotional connection is what elevates a fight to a legendary duel. Let's talk about some examples that perfectly illustrate these points. You knew we had to start here, right? Goku versus Frieza in Dragon Ball Z. This wasn't just a fight, it was the culmination of an entire saga. It was a raw power struggle between pure Saiyan potential and tyrannical evil. The stakes were the universe, literally, and it gave us that moment. The Super Saiyan transformation, a legendary power-up born from pure rage and loss. Then there's the cerebral showdown, Light Yagami versus El Lawliat in Death Note. This was a duel fought with minds, not muscles. A high-stakes game of mental chess, where every move had dire life or death consequences. It was thrilling without a single punch thrown. It was a battle of wits, deduction, and psychological warfare. Who could outthink the other? Who would crack first? Moving to something more visceral, Levi Ackerman versus the Beast Titan in Attack on Titan. Pure, brutal efficiency against monstrous power. Levi's speed and skill were breathtakingly animated, making his movements feel impossibly fast and deadly. It was a masterclass in using the environment. The sheer impact of his attacks, the desperation of the situation. It was a short but incredibly memorable and impactful sequence. For sheer scale and spectacle, Saitama versus Boros in One Punch Man is hard to beat. It was less a duel and more an exhibition of overwhelming power. The animation captured the absurdity and the immense force behind every blow. It was visually stunning, showcasing what anime can do when it goes all out. It highlighted Saitama's ridiculous strength while still making Boros feel like a genuine, universe-threatening challenge, at least for a moment. And of course, the rivalry that defined a generation. Naruto Uzumaki versus Sasuke Uchiha in Naruto. Multiple duels, each more emotionally charged than the last. Their battles were complex explorations of friendship, rivalry, destiny, and conflicting paths. It wasn't just about power levels, it was about their bond. These duels shaped their development, tested their resolve, and ultimately defined their intertwined destinies. You felt the weight of years of history in every clash, another one with immense emotional weight. Ichigo Kurosaki versus Ulquiorra Cypher in Bleach, a battle born of desperation and cold detachment. Ichigo was pushed beyond his limits, facing an opponent who seemed utterly devoid of emotion or understanding of the heart. The fight was visually spectacular, but it was the emotional core, Ichigo's desperation to protect his friends, that made it resonate so deeply. These are just a few examples, of course. The anime world is packed with incredible duels that could easily make anyone's personal top list. Think about the raw intensity of Yusuke Urameshi versus younger Toguro in Yu Yu Hakusho, a battle of wills and monstrous power-ups. Or the tragic, brutal clash between Eren Yeager and Reiner Braun in Attack on Titan. Friends forced to fight with devastating consequences. And the sheer determination shown in Luffy versus Rob Lucci in One Piece, a battle where willpower and conviction were just as important as strength. This list, or any list really, is always subjective. Everyone has their personal favorites, the duels that spoke to them the most. But the duels we've talked about and many others like them represent the pinnacle of anime combat storytelling. They offer that perfect blend of thrilling action, deep emotional resonance, and breathtaking visual artistry. These moments continue to resonate with fans across the globe, sparking discussions and introducing new viewers to classic series. They are a powerful testament to the unique storytelling capabilities of the anime medium. They show us what's possible when creativity, passion, and skill collide. And they demonstrate the enduring appeal of anime itself. These duels aren't just fights, they're experiences that stay with you. They remind us why we fell in love with anime in the first place. The hype, the heart, the unforgettable moments. So, what are your absolute favorite anime duels? The ones that live rent-free in your head? Let the debates begin.